All right, guys, Dave Robards here with your boy.
Hey, it's Manny. How's it going, guys?
All right, guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to role play. I need to go home and measure. Remember, when you're doing the role play, you want the right structure. You want player A, player B. If you've got a coach, that's fine. You're going to do one objection at a time, and you're going to say pass or you're going to say flunk, okay? So what we want to do is we want to set this up. You also want to make sure that you know where you are in the deal. Are you in the greeting? Are you in the fact finding? Are you in the presentation? Are you in the write-up? Or even after the close? So right now we're going to start with in the greeting. So I'm going to say to Manny, welcome to Furniture Mart. My name's Dave, and you are?
I'm Manny. How's it going?
Great to meet you, Manny. What can I get you information on today?
Well, I'm looking for a few pieces of furniture, but I'm not really ready to buy. I want to go home and measure first.
Okay, good. So right now he hit me with, I'm just looking, I'm not buying today, and I need to go home and measure, okay? So let's just go with, I need to go home and measure. Completely understand, number one, you must agree with them. Excellent. Most people come just to look and then find what they want and then go home and measure and then drive all the way back out, okay? Then you have to make them right, which is what I just did. Most people do that. Then I want to flip him, because right now we're in the greeting. He doesn't even know what he wants. My job is to make sure that we get the fact finding, the presentation, the write up, and the close down, okay? So one more time, just say, hey, I've got, I want to go home and measure.
All right, cool. Hey, I just want to go home and measure first.
Completely understand. Most people want to do that, and that's exactly what we're going to allow you to do. My job is just to make sure that you have enough information, you're on the right product, you know what the price is, you know what the payment is, you know what the down payment is if you want to finance it, and then you can go home and measure everything. Follow me.
Okay.
Okay, good. So now we're going to move into the second scenario. So now we're in fact finding, and I'm finding out what his problem is. And he says, oh, I need to go home and measure. Okay, now we're in the fact finding. Hit me again.
Yeah, I just need to go home and measure.
Completely understand. Most people need to go home and measure again. What's the reason that you came in today? Why today?
I just really need a new couch.
Need a new couch. Okay, good. So let's do this. How long have you been this size?
This size?
Yeah.
Since like 16, 17 years old.
Okay, you're about 30 now?
Yeah.
So you've been this size for about 15 years?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So if you were to actually lay down in something about the size that you have right now as far as a couch, you would be able to judge pretty close about what size you need. Of course, you're going to need to go home and measure. I'm still giving that to him, but I'm also selling him on, you already know how big it's going to be, right?
Yeah.
Now, your last couch, what did you hate about it?
Just not too comfy. Doesn't have like the armrest on the side.
Okay, good. But it wasn't the size that you hated.
No.
So we need to get something comfortable. We need to get something that actually you're going to love and about the same size that you have right now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Follow me. Okay, now we're going to move the one into the close. The close is I'm going to present numbers. I'm going to tell him, dude, this guy's got big taste, which means it's going to be a $15,000 couch because I sell the expensive stuff. Come see me. Did they tell you to ask for me? All right, good. So now we're going to do the same thing. We've gone through the whole part of the program or the whole sale, and I'm going to say, let's do this. Have you seen enough to make a decision? And he's going to hit me with, I need to go home and measure.
I got to go home and measure.
So let me go for it. Let the player say it first. Thanks, Manny. Dude, this guy's on top of it. Hey, Manny, it's going to be $15,000 for the couch. Have you seen enough to make a decision?
I think I have to go home and measure first, Dave.
Completely understand that's the right thing to do. Let me ask you something. No matter what, if you go home and measure and it's the right size and it's going to fit and I can get it delivered to you within the next 24 hours, would you say yes to it?
Yeah.
Okay, and I take full responsibility for not knowing exactly how much or what space you have inside your apartment. That's my fault. I take responsibility for that. Other than the fact that you need to go home and measure, is there any other reason why we couldn't get this deal done today?
No, that's it.
Okay, good. So let's do this. Let's take time out of the equation. Let's purchase it right now. Let me get your credit card down. I'm going to deliver it, and if it's not the right size, then we'll just take it back. And that saves you an entire day of travel because I know how busy you are and I definitely don't want to waste your time. So what happens there is I'm flushing to make sure that this is the real objection. I'm still going for the close. I'm going to take full responsibility for everything, including not knowing how much room he has in his apartment. That's what I'm going to do. I take full responsibility, and then I'm going to probe to make sure that this is the real objection. And by probe, I'm going to say, is there any other reason, anything else except for that you need to go home and measure that we couldn't get this deal done today. All right? Make sure you role play and practice that every single day. The B player, make sure you give that to them. And what we want to do is we want to get you real smooth on this, and then we're going to teach you guys how to apply pressure in it. Make sure you're doing your 3 segments of content per day. For those of you who are average, for those of you going for your potential, bump that up to 4, 5, and 6. And we're looking forward to having a really big Thanksgiving and a really big Christmas with you guys. Let's do this.
Yeah, guys.